the fuck? Iranian mothership behind the mystery drone sightings, Congressman suggests. That'd be a Congressman, what's his name? Jeff Van Drew. He's a member of the House Judiciary Committee. These drone sightings, folks, this is really getting out of hand. I've seen the video of some of these drones or supposed drones, and I got to tell you that many of these videos look an awful lot just like a commercial airplane. Like this one, for example, here, you can actually plainly see the wings. And these are aeronautical lights, the flashing red and green on each wing. That's aeronautical lights on an airplane. There's no doubt about that. Yet I continue to see these videos put forth in the news media as drones. These are not drones. There are several other videos I've seen which look more like a helicopter to me. Now, I'm not sure what this is going on here. This somehow the news media has gotten a hold of this, and it's just all the news media is just going crazy with this stuff. And what I've seen so far, maybe there's some drones there in some of the videos. I mean, all I see is blinking lights. At night, it's very difficult to see, how high these things are. Some people are saying that they're as big as dining room tables. Well, I don't know. It's hard to tell the size of an aircraft when it's that high up, particularly at night. Now, I've heard some folks saying that the drones were going out immediately when people looked at them. I don't know how that does these drones have eye detection that it knows when you're looking at them and they can suddenly just blink out like that. Come on, now that's I'm not buying that at all, folks. This some sort of hysteria, mass hysteria is going on with this. I don't know where it's coming from, but I will say this: there are certain factions here in the government are trying to get this um, prohibiting the CCP Drones Act, where they're trying to have the Chinese-made drones, DJI, namely, and Autel Robotics. They're trying to have those banned, any new models banned, coming up in this NDA, the National Defense Authorization Act, which they have to pass by the end of the year. That's coming up very quickly. Now, from what I've heard, the language, the banning of CCP drones or banning Chinese drones did not make it in to this NDA. Thank goodness. There'll be a lot of people who were put out of business. I do some professional work, doing some mapping work and some real estate videos, not a lot. But there are other folks that make a living doing this. There are farmers who use the DJI drones for agricultural purposes. There are businesses that help those farmers. They actually supply chemicals for fertilizer and or for bug spray that they spray. They use these DJI drones to spray the fields with. These people have a business and they have a full-time business. That's their livelihood. If these drones get banned, then these folks are going to be out of business. There are folks who make a living on mapping. There are folks who make a living on doing real estate videos. Not to mention, we have a first responders who use these drones to find lost people. There are many stories of hikers being found with DJI's thermal drones. Autel Robotics has thermal drones too. These are very effective in finding lost people and people who suffer from Alzheimer's who have wandered off. And without these drones, some of these folks might not be alive today. I can almost guarantee you that. So keep that in mind. Now there's a hysteria over the Chinese drones. This is what precipitated this banning the DJI drones, both Autel and DJI. It's because they come from China, and there are some folks that are saying, "Oh, they're sharing our secrets." Well, that's never been proven, and DJI themselves have, of course, always said that we have nothing to do with that. We don't, you can actually look on Google Earth, and you can see things that probably a drone can't even see or get down close enough to see. Probably better than a drone just by looking on Google Earth. So that to me is it's not gonna hold water at all. Um, I don't know. Does that have anything to do with this bill that they're trying to pass through, this language they're trying to pass through in the National Defense Authorization Act? I don't know, but thankfully that does not. This language I've heard is not in there now, and it's going to be passed hopefully without this language in there. What this language would have done is it would have commanded the FCC to not allow any more DJI drones. It would not have allowed to allow DJI drones to be able to be uh, okayed by the FCC. So all new models of these drones would halt. So what we have there now would be what we have. And eventually those drones would wear out, break, crash, whatever. And we would not be able to buy any new drones from DJI or Autel Robotics. That's where 80% of the drones that we fly today, I'm a hobbyist for the most part, but 80% of what we fly is from China. These drones are the best drones made. They're very cost effective with the Autel drones and DJI. Let me just show you some of these drones that people say are flying over Jersey or New Jersey, I should say, in New York City. Let me show you some of the drones I have and their size. Now, we have the little DJI Mini 2. This is pretty much DJI's smallest drone. They do have actually have another one out here I can show you. These are your big bad drones flying over New Jersey. Certainly not these, folks. These are not going to do any harm to you, even if they fall out of the sky. Then you have this one here, which is an Inspire. This was used by professional movie TV shows. This is actually an older model. This is the Inspire 1. There's an Inspire 3 out now, which is roughly the same size. So this is fairly big, but the size of a dining room table, no. Let me show you another drone here. This is the little Neo. This is a little sort of almost a selfie drone, but it actually is quite a bit more than that. I made a video on this just recently. Very lightweight, has a very short distance. I mean, it can fly probably farther than you can see. So we don't fly it farther than that. But again, this is what we have. This is what most of us hobbyists use. What these drones are flying over New Jersey, I don't have no idea if they even are drones. To be honest with you, because like I said, what I've seen, a lot of the video I've seen, they appear to be airplanes to me, and or helicopters. There may be a couple of videos that are authentic or actually authentic drones. Maybe somebody's just out flying. You're allowed to fly at night, as long as you have the beacon on there, the flasher that you can see within 3 statute miles. There's nothing against the law. Now, if you're flying over a restricted zone, I like this. What is it? Parsippany? Let me see here. It's the Picatinny CACID Center, which is the arsenal basically. I think it's weapons research, and this is where some of these drones have been sighted. Maybe not right over the arsenal, maybe near it. I'm not really sure, but I don't understand where all this is coming from, other than who leaked this story, who's putting this narrative forth. Again, we have this banning the CCP Drones Act, which again, I'm not saying anything. I'm not trying to insinuate anything. I guess I kind of am, but man, where's this coming from all of a sudden? Anyway, I just want to put that out there. It's just ridiculous. It gives us drone flyers, those who like to fly for recreation and or fly for a business. It gives us headaches because now we have public coming up to us, who are legitimately frightened of these drones because of what we see in the news media. I can't blame most of these people because of what they're seeing in the news media. oh, what do these scary drones? Or what are they up to? There's a mothership flying off the coast that are. It's just ridiculous, folks. But don't be afraid. There's drones. Hopefully, this will come out as, or maybe it'll just fade away. But this to me is, you want to call it fake news? All right, we'll call it fake news. All right, folks, that's all I've got to say. It's just ridiculous what I've seen going on. I turn on the news, whichever channel it is, NBC, CBS, ABC, the Fox News, and they're all talking about these scary drones. Folks, don't be scared. There's nothing going on. I believe it's just a narrative put forth by certain people. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say on that. Folks, take care, be safe, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.